Okay. Did he just say?
He said good.
Good. Okay. Well, again, the video editing. What it occurs to me is that really the transmission techniques of the Masoretes and of the Talmudic scholars, it is as though they were trying to be as close as humanly possible to a machine in the way that they replicate things absolutely exactly. Of course, the machines didn't exist, but the scribes could get. We didn't have anything approaching that until the machine era. It would be, and so you say, how could they not think it was such a big deal? I mean, before watching this, you might say, how could they not think it was a big deal to have an older manuscript rather than a newer one? It would be like if you have assigned reading for class, you have to read Dostoevsky, and occasionally you'll get the one guy in class he doesn't get his books from the bookstore, he gets it from his uncle or whatever. And like, could you imagine if that guy, you've got the same translator, Constance Garnett, somehow sticks in my mind as like the person who did a lot of those translations, and I'm probably wrong. But the point is, you got this same translator. Could you imagine how utterly inane it would be if the guy who had his uncle's old copy from 1956 was like, well, my copy's older than yours. I note that you're using 97 copies of the translation of Constance Garnett of Dostoevsky. I have a 1956. Bit more authority here, people. What a tosser. So that's sort of helps us. I think that's an analogy that helps me understand the way they would have perceived this in the Jewish time, because they had done everything you could possibly do to make sure that you already, in fact, had an exact copy. Ms. Hewitson.
Can I ask you a question? Where do the Dead Sea Scrolls fit into all of this?
I'm so glad you asked. Would you hit the next video?
Excellent.
It's like, you're like the perfect segue.
I'm good at asking questions.
Is it, sorry, well, this one isn't it, but you know what?
You want to watch
Go on,
it?
I kind of want to see it because because Kenyon, she's an archaeologist.
Kathleen Kenyon.
Yeah, Kathleen Kenyon. I'm sure that's what he's talking about, right? How many Kenyans can there be of note in the Old Testament studies?
So you want to watch it?
I have to be honest, I haven't seen it, but I bet it's good.
It's only 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's right.